In this video, okay, we're testing out a completely new angle. What I did, I didn't have a tripod or anything for my camera. So what I had to do is I had to remove my, one second. I had to remove my fucking light from its own stand so I can put the camera on it. By the way, the reason I'm looking down and what I'm looking at is like my camera so I can see myself. But holy shit, does this feel fucking good? Because I was so blocked by the ability of not being able to put up my camera where I want to film it. Like I had to put it on my desk over here, which I can't show you right now. But it just sucked. Okay, it fucking sucked. And I was blocked. I couldn't have a lot of like movement around the house. So filming and everything, it kind of sucked. So what I did is remove the light, and I somehow ended up attaching my camera. I don't know how. The mount is literally like unstable as shit, but like hopefully, I mean, it's not gonna fall. It's like stable, but it's like it shouldn't be stable. Like it's fucking cursed. But I managed to pull it off. That's what matters. And honestly, I don't even need the light because what's really good is I have a natural light coming at me from like 45 degrees, which is where you would anyway have the light if it was an artificial light. So it was just like I just have to film in the daytime. That's the only downside, if you can call it. But I honestly think like daytime lighting is like so much better than artificial lighting, and it allows me to move back and forth, right, left, showcase shit. Like standing is so much. Oh shit. Standing is just so much more productive. The only downside is I don't know where to fucking put my phone. I can't. I have this little thing where I can put it, but it's gonna fall down, and that's not really productive. I don't want to break my phone, so I guess I'm just gonna have to stare at it like this from time to time. But yeah, I haven't been filming on my Raw channel for a while. I've just been busy, guys. I've been like we had such an influx of clients come in. I'm lying. We haven't. It's just like it's been harder to accommodate myself to fulfilling for every client, especially because I'm so deep in the trenches. Like I have to do a lot of the manual work, like coming up with ideas and everything. So that's kind of, yeah, it sucks. However, what's good is that, I'm going to talk about opportunities in this video. So that's pretty good. I'm talking about opportunities and how you can make more money. So when you start your entrepreneurial journey, when I started my journey, like I had no fucking opportunities going my way. I just had to fight for everything. But as you start going more and more and more, and you start accumulating more progress, and you just start being more valuable, shit comes your way. Okay, like out of nowhere, shit's gonna come your way, and suddenly you're gonna go from having no opportunities to having so many opportunities that you can pick and choose which one you want. And I think it's really important which opportunities you choose. For example, now I have 3 to 4 super big high income potential opportunities. We had 5. We had the 5th one, but we got laid out. We have 4 now. And first opportunity is obviously scaling my agency. I have so much potential in scaling my actual agency. That's pretty good. That's one potential. We can scale it to 100K a month. Super easy. Like I know what to do now. Second is we have this essentially e-com processing. E-com processing is such an untapped business model where, let's say you target somebody who has like so much volume, like an e-com store is usually what that is, and they have an issue of payment processing. If you can just come to them with a solution that expands their revenue potential, they're obviously more than happy to pay you a commission for that, because without you, they wouldn't be able to process the money that they are now. So they kind of have to pay a commission. So that's a business model. That is a second opportunity that honestly is going to make me a lot of money this year. Again, I'm going to go into ins and outs of these opportunities because they might seem good on the outside, but there's a lot of shit that happens on the inside that people don't look at. So, and third and fourth opportunity are essentially just partnering up with 2 people to One of them is partnering up with somebody who works, like I work with big people. This guy works with even bigger people. And so partnering up with him to manage his team and his backend for a percentage of the client's payment, and also to be able to brag about, like, essentially like a partner. I manage his team. I'm able to say that, hey, I'm actually working with this client and I get paid for it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty solid, right? And we also grow the agency. This guy brings in the leads. I get paid for half the work that I would usually do in my agency, and it's honestly like 50% of what I would get paid. So it's a pretty good opportunity, right? Just being a partner with that guy, and also like the connections it brings and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome, right? And that is gonna, by definition, is gonna help us, allow us to scale our agency as well. However, next opportunities, or the fourth one, is also partnering with somebody, with an agency, to start an agency together, like 50-50. This is like actually partnering, like doing 50-50. Okay, so this guy, he is a CSM in a coaching program where it's like insane. People are hitting 100K, 200K a month like it's nothing. There's like hundreds of students that are making 100K a month at least. So what he's gonna do, we're gonna build out an offer, an agency that these people need. And this CSM, by the way, this CSM, he has the most visited call out of all the other coaches inside of the community. So this guy, if he reaches out to somebody, very high likelihood that he's actually gonna get a response and close them and everything. And so we're gonna be putting up an offer, and we're gonna be selling it to people on like a 3-month PIF. Like it's gonna be like, let's say 5K a month, but if we sell it on like 3 months, which is likely to happen, we can get like a 15K upfront PIF. And so realistically, we're gonna try and get it to like 25K per sale. So we only have to like get 4 people in a month to hit 100K a month, which I think with that group, with that access, is super easy. But anyway, and then we split the profits 50-50. That's gonna be the fourth opportunity. Not sure if that's gonna get realized or not, but the fifth one was a coaching opportunity at a really big company. In terms of monetary, like a short-term monetary outcome, it wasn't like a big opportunity. I could have maybe made 10K, 20K month profit, but again, it was more of a social proof kind of thing. But again, we got laid out, so who cares? Anyway, so those are the opportunities, and as you can see, like these opportunities, like they sound amazing. When I lay them out like this towards you, like you think, oh, I'm so jealous. This guy's gonna make so much money. How is this guy so ahead of me? That's what I used to think when somebody comes up on a YouTube video and say, guys, I'm crushing it. I have all these things going my way, but it's like, I'm so good. And I would be like watching that video, and he's like, fuck, why am I not on that level? And I would just blame myself, thinking that there's something internally wrong with me because I'm not on their level, right? However, you have to understand that most of these opportunities, number one, these opportunities have not realized themselves yet. So when I say opportunities, it's pretty much me saying something that hasn't even happened. Has a potential that it may not even happen at all, right? So when somebody brings in opportunities as a discussion, it's literally like fucking, what's the word? Like you're like mentally jerking off, like something like that. Like, I don't know what's the word. I'm sure there's a word, but like you're just mentally stimulating yourself like, oh, I'm gonna make so much money. You may not make that much money. And then so it's really important to be like kind of, to these opportunities when they come to you, it's important to be like very emotionally unreactive to them, because like they may not realize themselves, but you've spent all this time, all these months thinking, oh, it's gonna happen, and you rely on it. That's the worst part, when you fucking rely on it and then it doesn't happen, and then you're all fucking depressed and you feel like you may achieve such a massive failure, but it's because you actually built it up into your head so much. So be careful with the opportunities, right? And this is a video reminder for myself, because I do this a lot with clients. Like somebody will literally ask me for a price, and I drop the price and I immediately count them as a client. And when I calculate my revenue, I start calculating my potential revenue, and I take like 10 of those people who ask me for my price, and I get so excited, oh, I'm gonna make this much money, and then none of them convert. So do you see what I mean? It can really fuck with your mind if you're not careful with these opportunities. And these opportunities, like they can be like very nice. However, let's take processing for example. Processing, like how do you register? Because like you can't you have to, like, that money has to come in and has to be validated. At least in my country, like, you have to account for that money. Like, what did you do to get that money? Who paid you? Are you like fucking stealing money? Right? So how do you account for that money if there is no like code for that specific business model? Like, yeah, you might consider it a business model, but like who considers it a business model, you know? And so, and you can't just go the other route where somebody pays you that for which, like, let's say you did processing and they pay you, and like you say it's a service when it's not a service. It's basically money laundering. So like that's one issue that immediately comes to my mind. Like, how do I account for the money? Now, I do believe that I'm going to actually like find a way to account for that money. Like, I don't give a fuck what I have to go through. I'm going to account for it. But it's like another thing. There's so many other issues. Like, what if the payment processor just stops working with us or doesn't want to actually onboard us, and now the payment processing is not actually possible anymore? So like, again, could happen. It's lovely to dream about, but it may not happen. I might get depressed. This agency deal, it might end up good for now, for the first year. I make money. I have all these clients, but then again, I add so much value to the agency that it kills my own agency. And the customers that would be my customers from my agency paying the full price or even more, now they end up with working that agency just because I decided to put more time and energy into that other agency instead of mine. So again, could be a good opportunity short term, but long term might fuck me up. So I have to be careful. And again, that fourth thing, I haven't spoke to the guy because he has his own business and everything. I haven't spoke to him. That may not even realize. So eventually there's going to be a point, if you're at a point where you have no opportunities, there's going to come to a point where you will have so many opportunities, you will not know which to choose from, and you will have to choose. So prepare for that day. And my advice is be careful. Make sure not to pick something that takes too much time and effort. Because Hormozi says this thing, like, commitment is when you have no other alternative. Right now I have four alternatives to my agency, which is my main business. Do you think I'm committed? I'm committed as I say. Probably not. That's the sad reality. I'm probably not as committed. Right? But again, I think it's good to make money no matter what. Money is just like literally, money is so shit. I don't think you should be attached to how you make money. I just think you should make money and just fuck off as soon as possible, because money is going to be not unusable anyway, so fuck that. But like, that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful of which opportunity are you taking, and you have to take into account, like, this third opportunity, I told the guy, hey, let's do it, but I might quit after a month if it doesn't align with how I want to grow my agency. So I might just end up quitting that. Who knows? Maybe that's not even an opportunity to begin with. Maybe just a whole other disaster, right? So that's the whole premise of this video. I just want to make sure that you're really careful in your journey when these opportunities come to you, and they will, that you choose carefully and not to get distracted. Because long-term growth is so much better than short-term fucking pretty much distraction. So take it as you will. Hope you enjoyed this new fucking angle. I have so much shit to film. This is a raw talk that I filmed. I have to go off. I have to film a long form video. That's another 30 minutes of talking. My jaw already hurts. I have to film some short form videos. But hey, I'm not going to bitch about it. This is super amazing. So thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.